Hi everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to make this origami wolf. So it was designed by Meng Weining and the diagrams are available in his book called Origami Moments, and I'll leave a link to that up here if you're interested. So without further ado, let's get into the folding. Now for this model, you're going to need a very large sheet of square origami paper. So I've made that myself. It's called tissue foil paper. I have a tutorial for that if you want to make that paper. There's also some special origami paper that you can buy, but I really wouldn't recommend folding that with ordinary paper. It's going to be pretty hard if you do, and the result might not be good. So I have a black and white side, and I'm going to want to start with the white side up. So first we're going to fold the paper in the diagonal. So we're just going to take this tip here and bring it down. Now, we want to mark the folds very well and be very accurate, especially at the beginning. Now unfold, and then we're going to do the same fold in the other direction. So I'm really trying to align the corners together, align all the edges. Now unfold, and we're going to turn the paper over. Now we're going to take this bottom edge here and bring it to the diagonal crease right there. Now we're not going to fold along the whole length of the paper, we're just going to make a kind of reference pinch right around here. You just want to flatten at that spot. You don't want to go any further. So you just flatten here, then unfold. Now we're going to take that top left edge here and bring it down to that bottom right edge. And once again, we're not folding through the whole length of the paper. We just want to make a slight pinch right there. Now unfold, and now we're going to take that pinch we've just made and we're going to go all the way to that bottom right corner with the pinch. So we're going to make a fold that goes from the pinch and that goes all the way down to the right hand corner. So here I'm trying to be as accurate as I can. Yeah. So we don't want to fold the whole length, we just want to make a reference right here. Where that intersection is, that's where we want to make the intersection. You can fold for longer if you want, but it's really not useful. It doesn't harm, but it's not doing any good. Now we have a new intersection here with both these creases. We have a small cross there. So we want to have a valley fold along that cross. So here I'm just marking the spot. Now that I've got the point marked out, I can do my fold. Now once you've got the point that goes across your fold, you want to make sure that the edges are aligned on the side when you do your fold. So here, and flatten, mark the fold well as I said. Now unfold, and we're going to do a valley fold in this direction that comes across that intersection here with the valley fold we've just made and the diagonal line. And flatten. Now unfold, and we're going to fold that bottom right corner up along the diagonal crease here, and we want to make a valley fold that comes across that intersection. So basically you can see on the other side of the paper, you want your fold to come across that intersection right here where all the creases meet. And you want to make sure that corner lies on the diagonal line. And then flatten. Now unfold. And we're going to fold the paper up. And the intersection with that crease and the edge, this is where we want our valley fold to go. So right to this point here, and then flatten along the whole length until this crease right here where the diagonal crease meets the paper. That's where we want to stop. Now unfold, and we're going to repeat the same step on this line. So we're just going to fold everything to the left right here. And the crease is going to go through this intersection right here and that point right there where the crease meets the edge of the paper. By the way, if I'm going a bit too fast, you can just go in the settings of the video somewhere on the side here, and you can change the speed to make it to 0.75, for example. Now once we've done that, we're going to take this bottom edge here and bring it up and align it with this crease right here. And here we want to crease through the whole length of the paper. Now unfold, and we're going to repeat the same step here. So fold that top right corner down and make it match with that crease right here. Now once we've done that, we're going to unfold here, and we're going to go from that point here. So the crease we've just made, it meets the edge of the paper at this point right there, and we want to make a pinch that goes from, so it's not exactly on this line, but it's quite close. So you want to have this left edge here that goes to the diagonal line. So I've showed you this intersection because it's close, but it's not exactly on it. So you want to make sure you don't go at the same place. So you want to make a small pinch at the top and unfold. Now that we've done our pinch, we're going to make a valley fold down along the diagonal, and the valley fold will go up until that pinch we've just made. Now unfold, and we're going to fold that top left corner down to the crease we've just made. So we're just basically folding that section in half. Now unfold, and we're going to make a fold that goes that way, so from here, and it will start at this intersection right here where that crease meets this one, so right there, and it's going to go from that point up to the diagonal line right here at the top. and unfold. Now we're going to repeat the same step with that intersection right there. This one, you can see it. So I'm going to go to this intersection, make sure it's nicely pinched, and then I'm going to make a valley fold that goes all the way to the diagonal line. Now unfold. So I'm going to do the other one once again, because as you can see, they don't really go on the same place. So I'm going to make sure I'm as accurate as I can, otherwise I might have some problems later. Now I've done it correctly. So now I'm going to turn the paper over. And we're going to take this top right corner and bring it down to that big intersection right there. So we also have these two creases here to make sure everything is aligned correctly. Now unfold, and we're going to fold from this point up to that one. So as a reference, you can just bring that edge here to that line there. And flatten. Now we're going to repeat the same step on the on the right side here. So take that bottom edge there and bring it up to this line. Now once we've done that, we want to unfold both of these and we're going to make, just take a quick mountain fold here, it's already done, but we're just going to crease it once again, and we're going to bring it to that line right there, that crease here. So we're going to align these two lines here, we're going to align them together in order to make a fold right there. So you want to make the fold go up to this point right there, where until the paper becomes black. So until the paper is still, well, while the paper is still white, you can crease and you stop right there at this point. You don't go any further. Now unfold. We're going to do the same thing at the top. So make a mountain crease here. Just take that and bring it down to that line right here. Once again, don't go any further than the white section. We just want to stop right there. Now unfold. And now we want to make some creases in that box right there. So we're going to make some 22.5 creases that go along that kind of pattern. So first we're going to take this edge and bring it to that diagonal line right there. We want to align this edge with the diagonal line. And we're just going to fold that top part. We don't want to go too far down, sorry. Now we're going to do the same thing here. So we take that lower edge there and bring it up to the same diagonal line. Now once again, I'm just going to crease at the bottom right here. I'm not going to go any further than the intersection with that crease there. Now unfold. Now we're going to take the entire bottom edge there and bring it all up to the big diagonal line here. So that may look like a big fold, but we're actually just going to crease the bottom part. So we're just going to crease up until this point. Right there. Now unfold. Same thing here. We take that left edge and bring it to the middle crease. Now unfold. Alright, so now we've got 4 of these. We need 4 more up, and these are a bit harder to make because we're not on the edge of the paper. But anyhow, we're just going to make a mountain crease here. So similar as what we've done a few steps earlier. We're just pinching that piece of paper to make some references. Now we want to align this crease we have just made here with the line that runs around there. Here we want to align them, and then we just want to crease on the top part, top left part here, no further. Now unfold. We're going to do the same thing with this line. So we're going to, we're just going to fold here again and bring the line here to that crease right there this time. And flatten. Now unfold. And now this is the tricky part for the pre-creases. We want to make the same type of pinching here to make a crease, but this time the paper stops at this point. So we want to make the crease only run till there. Here we want to press a bit to make it flat, and we want to align this line here with the diagonal crease there. So if you're having trouble with that pre-crease, just look at how I do it first and then repeat it on your paper. And flatten just the top part. We don't want to go further down. Just stop there. Now unfold, and we're going to have to repeat the same pre-creasing technique on this. So we're just going to take this line here, fold it back, and then bring it down to the diagonal line here. Now we're just folding along the top. There we go, just flattening here and unfold. Alright, now we have these creases, we're just going to do a few more up there. So we want to fold this mountain right there, and we're going to bring it up to this line here. And we're once again just going to fold up to this point right here. We don't need to go very far. Now unfold, and we're going to repeat the same thing with this. This fold right here, we're going to bring it up to that line there. So we want to match these two lines together, align them, and flatten. Now unfold. Now we're going to do it's another tricky pre-crease. We're going to make a mountain fold here, similarly to before. We want to grab this, and the mountain fold stops at that point. So we want to make it stop correctly first, and then bring it up to that line right there. And just crease down the top, no need to go further down. Now unfold. And we're going to repeat the same pre-crease right here. So we're going to take this line, bring it up to that line here. And there we go. Now unfold. Now we're going to take the bottom left corner here and bring it up. So the place you want to bring it up to is the intersection with these two creases here on both sides. These two intersections, we want the edge of the paper on both sides to go exactly to these intersections. And while we do that, we want to make sure the corner is still aligned with the diagonal crease. So here I have it in position, so I can just flatten everything. All right, now unfold. Now we're going to do two valley folds that go from here and up there. So the way we're going to do them is we're going to go from this point right here, and we're going to fold this upwards, and we want to make sure this corner is aligned with that diagonal crease. So I'm just making sure I have the right line. I need to go a bit further down. There we go. I have the right one. So right here where these lines meet, that's where you want the fold to be. And we're just going to make it go up until that line right here. We don't need to go any further. Now unfold. We're going to repeat the same step here. So we're making a line that goes from there to there. So just folding along this part right there. Still making sure all the lines that cross through are aligned, and unfold. Now we're going to make folds that go from this intersection down to here. So here I'm kind of going to do it by eye. I've got these 2 points right there, and I just want to join them with a valley fold. Now unfold. Now we're going to do the same thing with a fold that goes from these 2 points, these two intersections. So right there, and unfold. Now we're going to repeat the same pre-creases here. So we're going to make a crease that goes from this point down to that one right there. And unfold. Now same thing, one that goes from this same point and down to that one where these two lines intersect. There we go. So that technique is a bit less accurate, but it's quicker and it's actually easier. So I'm just leaving off a bit of accuracy to make everything easier. Now we want to get from that same intersection down there, and we're going to fold up to that. So we just want to take this point and fold up and make sure that this corner is aligned with the diagonal line. So here I wasn't exactly on the intersection, so I corrected that, and there we go. And we just want to fold from the intersection to the middle line, so right here. Now unfold. Let's repeat the same thing up there. So we go from that intersection right there and up to the middle line. Now unfold. Alright, now we're going to fold this piece of paper up. Make sure that corner's aligned with the diagonal. And so we want it to start right here, where that crease meets the edge of the paper. And here we want to fold the top part right until kind of this line right here. So you kind of want to fold the top part only. Now unfold. Same thing down there. Now I know there's a lot of reference folds. It could be a bit boring for you, but I promise the folding sequence after that is pretty interesting, and the shaping. Well, I actually love this model. It's one of my personal favorites. That kind of black and white color change for the eyes, I really like it very much. Anyway, so we're folding from this intersection right there and down. And we want to make sure the corner is aligned with the diagonal line. There we go. Unfold. Now we're going to turn the paper over. And these two new creases we've just made, we're going to fold them and bring them down to the middle line, to the middle diagonal line here. So we're basically making two parallel creases that are halfway through from the middle line to them. Right here. So these new creases have to go all the way down to that box right there. So I'm just making them go a bit further. Right here, they need to go all the way down there, that point. Now same thing on the bottom left section. So I'm just folding that up to the diagonal crease. And unfold. Alright, now we're going to do two folds that come across here, and they have to start exactly at the intersection of that crease and the edge of the paper. So that's where we want the crease to start. And there we go. We're just folding at the top here. We're not going anywhere here. We're just staying at the top. Now unfold. And same thing in the other direction. So we're going to fold that down from this point right there. And there we go. Now unfold. And so basically, where these new folds we've just made, where they intersect with these two lines here, so that's where we want to make two new valley folds. And they also come across that intersection right here. So we fold it down, and you'll see here these two lines that meet. That's where we want to make it happen. And we're going to make it go all the way to this point, but no further, just on the left side here, that point right there. Now unfold. Same thing at the top right there. We're going to go down from here. So that intersection right there, and one just here. And flatten. Now unfold. And now we're going to fold this left edge here to that crease. So we're just basically folding that section in half. And we're going to fold down to roughly this point right here. So nearly to halfway the length of the paper, not quite, but close to it. Now same thing in the top side, so we just want to fold this edge down to that crease right here. Now unfold, and once we've done that, we're going to fold this top edge here down, and so the reference here is the intersection right there. So look at how I do it first. Basically, we want to go from the top edge of the paper right here. You can see there's this crease right here. When it reaches the edge of the paper, that's where we want to start our fold, and we want to make it go down, and we want to make sure that edge here is goes through the intersection. You can see no, you can't see it, sorry, that intersection right there. So we want to make sure the edge goes through that intersection. And flatten. This time we can fold through the whole length of the paper. Now unfold. Same thing on this side right here. We want to fold this from this, so where the crease is here. Can you see it? Yeah, that's better. So where that crease here meets the edge of the paper, we want to fold down from there. And then that intersection here, sorry, this one there, that's the point where we want to align it. And flatten. Now unfold. Now once we've done that, we're just going to fold this in half one more time. So take that left edge and bring it to the crease right here. And this time we're just going to fold a little bit around here. You can see I'm just creasing there. Now unfold. Same thing at the top. So fold the top edge down to the horizontal crease here. Now unfold, and we're going to take that top left corner and bring it down. So the reference for that is we want this intersection right here. So basically where these two folds we've made a few steps previously, I'm just going to fold them down again so you can see where they meet the edge of the paper. That is the reference. So you see where they meet the edge of the paper, that's where we want to start our valley fold. And flatten. Now unfold everything. And we're going to make a valley fold that aligns these edges right here. So you see these two edges come across this kind of box right there, and that's where we want to make it. So to be a bit more clear, I'm going to go on the wide side. So it's there up to here. That's where we want to make the fold. So here I'm just going to pinch it from the wide side. There we go. Now unfold. Oh, that wasn't very straight, but it's decent enough. Now that fold we've just made here, we're going to have two lines that come down like this. So the fold we've just done, we need to make a valley fold that leaves from it right there, and then we just fold it down, valley fold that here. So you see the fold we've just made, it's right there. It comes across with that crease here, and that's where we want to make our new valley fold come down. Then same thing at the top, so we want to make a valley fold here. And flatten. Now unfold. Alright, now once we've done that, we're going to do a similar fold, but this time for these creases up here where they meet these lines. So I'll show you, it's going to be a bit more clear. We have one intersection right there. Alright, that's where we want to start the first valley fold. And we're just folding down a bit, not too far. Unfold, and same thing at the bottom. So it's basically that intersection right here. So it's that crease here and the other one right there, that one. So the intersection between these two, we want to valley fold down from it. Now if you're having any trouble with all the references and you have a bit of time, I would recommend you buy the book Origami Moments, because it's just way clearer with the diagrams. Now unfold. So once we've done this, we're going to make another pre-crease. So you see where we've done these creases, we're going to go from that point right here, this intersection, we're going to go down and make it come through that other big intersection, that one right here. And we're going to fold through nearly the whole area. You just don't need to go very far on the edges here. That don't fold, just fold in the middle here. Now unfold. And we're going to repeat the same step here. So we're going to go from that intersection. I'm going to show you a bit better. Yeah, that intersection right here and down to this one right there. Now unfold, and we're going to, so these two creases we've just made, they intersect, so here for the first one, so these 2 points here, so we're going to go down from these 2 points, so we start this intersection right here, you can see, right there, that one. Here we want to make a valley fold up along it, so I can see it on the other side right there. Valley fold down, it's quite a small one. You just want to make it go up to this line, yeah, that's right here. Then we're going to do the same thing here, so valley fold from that big intersection right there. Now unfold, and these two folds we've just made, they're these ones here, and they both intersect with lines that come up right there, and that's where we want to make a valley fold. An easier reference is just that big intersection right here. We just want to valley fold that up and make sure the corner here matches with the diagonal. So yeah, that's just an easier way of looking at it. And we're going to just fold in the middle, don't go too far out to the side. Now unfold. And now we're going to turn the paper over. All right, so we're coming into the end of the pre-creasing here, but we've just got a few more to do. So we're going to valley fold this down. So this line here, we're going to valley fold it down. Now once we've done that, we're going to fold the paper in half, like this. And here we're going to kind of fold that in half. You can see there's a crease. Yeah. Here we have a crease right there, and we want to fold that in half. So we want to fold this edge down to that crease. And we're just going to mark the fold a bit on the edge of the paper right here, then unfold. And now we're going to fold it down to, sorry, where was it? Yeah, down where that, so you see this fold goes to the edge of the paper, and then we want to pick it up from here, the edge, and make it go all the way to the top. And we only crease at the top, right here. All right, now unfold. And this has allowed us to have a small square right there. Now I'm going to go back to the white side. And we're going to fold the paper in half. So just like that, we're going to take along this diagonal, fold it down. Now I'm going to take the paper in that direction. So you see I'm rotating it right there. It's important to get the right facing. Now once I have this, I'm just going to open this up. So here you see we have a valley fold already here. We're going to valley fold through here and squash fold this section of the paper. Alright, now I'm going to rotate that back in that direction. Now once we have this squash fold, we're going to press that down, but then mountain fold here and bring that up. So this can look a bit tricky, but you basically want to bring it up, and then at the same time you want to make two mountain folds along these. So tuck your hand inside and make first that mountain fold, then the second one right here, and then bring the whole section up. Alright, then take this flap and bring it to the left. There we go. Now we're going to squash fold this, so put your hand inside, and we're going to make a valley fold here. So we valley fold that, and at the same time we're going to squash fold that down. Now we're going to petal fold, so just take that bottom corner, bring it to the top, and close the layers. We already have the pre-creases for that, so it should just fall into place by itself. And then fold the paper back down. Alright, now we're going to valley fold this triangle here, we're going to bring it down. And then back up. Now we're going to fold the tip of it down to this line here. And unfold. And now we're going to do a spread squash. So you just put 2 fingers inside these layers right here, just like that. And then you bring the whole triangle down, and at the same time you spread the layers. So it can be a bit hard to do that fold, so just look closely how I do it if you're having any issues. But otherwise we have all the creases in place, so it shouldn't be as challenging as it normally is. Now there we go. I'm just pulling everything apart so that the creases are nice and straight. And there we have it. Now once we've done that, we're just going to fold that flap back to the left. And we're going to rotate the paper, so we're going to turn it around in that direction. Alright, so now that we've got this, we want to valley fold that lower left corner up to this line right here. And now we're just going to valley fold that top edge down and align it with this line right here. And now we're just going to close that flap back, bring it back down. Alright, now we're going to fold this entire section underneath, so we're going to make a mountain fold along this line right here. So from the bottom corner right there, all the way to that point. There we go. And now we're going to repeat the same steps on this side. So first we want to fold that corner up to this line here. And flatten. Now we want to fold this top edge down to that line. Now just bring that back down, just like this. And then we're going to lift that and make a long mountain fold along this line. So just fold that in. And there we go. Alright, now I'm going to turn the paper back to this side, and we're going to open up a bit. So put your left hand inside here and just open up the model, and you're going to press on that point right here. You're going to press that inside. You're going to push the entire paper right in. And so the idea is that we have mountain folds here and there. And then we have valley folds back out right here and there. So that's the idea. So I'm just doing the mountain folds right now. And now let's take care of the valley folds. And that should be it. Just flattening everything from inside, making sure all the creases aren't, well, that all the creases are done correctly. And there it is. All right, now we want to lift that layer, and we're going to do a mountain fold here and push this in. So just open up here, and we want to make a mountain fold along this line. We've already pre-creased it, so it should just fall into place. There we go. And then we want to align this mountain fold with that crease that runs down right here. Now we're going to pull this section out to the top. And we're now going to close all of this while making a kind of collapse fold. So we're going to have valleys that run across this line here. Sorry, yeah, that one, this line there, and the one that goes to the tip. So basically the three tips, they meet at a single point, and that's where we want to make our valley fold. So just close everything down. And then fold this layer down. Now we're going to repeat the same steps on this side. So we're going to make a mountain fold here and a valley fold there. So just lift the paper, push that in. Then we're going to do the mountain fold right here. And then you want to align that mountain fold with the line right there. So all that collapsing shouldn't be too hard because we already have pre-creased every single fold. So it shouldn't be too hard. Now once we've done that, we're going to pull that flap back up. And we're going to close that layer as we did, so we can just first valley fold that up and then close that layer while pushing this section down. Now once we've done that, we're going to turn the paper back. And we're going to make a kind of inside fold. So you just open up and you reach in there, and you want to take all this section and bring it up. So you just push it up. And then once you've pushed it up, you want to just press it back down. Just like this. So that one's not a bit tricky, I have to say. So I would recommend you watch me do the fold and then repeat the step on your paper. Now once we've done that, we're going to bring this layer, we're going to bring it up. Now once we've brought it up like this, we're going to open it up and make a closed sink. So here we put our fingers inside that layer right there, just here, and we want to press everything down. And we've already got the pre-creases set for our closed sink right here. There we go. Then let's put everything back into position. Alright, now we're going to valley fold 2 layers down. So the model won't lie flat, but basically we're going to be looking through here, and we're going to kind of bring that whole layer up. So how do we do that? You just pop your fingers underneath here and press everything up. Now we have, I don't know if you can see it correctly, but we basically have one fold that comes across here and 2 folds there. And we want to make mountain folds on the folds here that diverge and give a bit of volume. So look at how I do it. I've got my mountain folds here, and then I just bring everything up. And so the result of this is that once you've done that, we'll have the layer here is a bit loose. So to make it lie flat, we just want to, that excess paper you have here, you just want to fold it over that flap. So just tuck it over right there. And now the model should lie flat. Now that we've done this, we're just going to fold that whole section up right there. So bring that up. And now we're going to swivel fold here. So we have a valley fold that comes here. We're just going to fold that in. And then here we're going to make a mountain fold that goes along that line. All right, now as you can see, this line here, we're just going to tuck it in real quick. So we're just going to make a mountain fold along that line to bring the paper right underneath. So you want to make sure that you have a separation with white here and black there. Now once we have that separation, we want to pre-crease a valley fold down, and that valley fold needs to continue along that line right here. It needs to be the kind of continuation of it. Now unfold, and we're going to make an inside reverse fold. So open up that layer and push the paper down. Here I'm just aligning everything together. Just finishing our inside reverse fold. And there it is. All right, now we want to lift this section. So here you just want to kind of open it up a bit and then pull the excess paper here and just pop everything right above it. just like that. Now I'm going to flatten everything. Now we're going to fold that down and back up again, and we're going to make a squash fold. So you put your finger inside here and you wriggle it, you wriggle that layer open, and then you can just flatten that whole layer. And here we have our squash fold. Now we want to mountain fold this excess black layer here. You can see it, we just want to mountain fold it in. So we open up a bit here and we just push it in. And then we're going to do the same thing with this layer. We're just going to push it in. So open up, and there we go. Now that we've done this, we want to do another swivel fold here. So you want to press that layer, you want to just bring it in, so open up and just push that right here, and then put the flap here, you just put it back into place. All right, now we're going to make a valley fold here. So you take that first layer, you just take the first layer and you bring the tip down. Now unfold, and we're going to make a mountain fold here. So we're just going to hide that tip back. And now here we're just going to fold that over right there, make a pre-crease, unfold, and now we're going to do an open sink for this layer. So put your hand inside and you want to open up, so it's that whole layer, we want to open sink it right there. We have all these mountain folds, and now once we have all the mountain folds, we can just press and close everything back. And then put the flap back into place, and there we have the first side done. Now we're going to repeat all the same steps on the other side of the paper. So we're going to open up a bit, so just take that first layer and bring it up. Then we want to do the closed sink on it, so we put our finger inside that pocket here. I've got my hand inside, as you can see, and we're just going to press on the tip to sink the whole layer. And flatten. Alright, now we're going to take 2 layers and bring 2 layers down, and once again we're just going to in that layer we're going to put our hand underneath and make it go up. So we want to transform this into a mountain fold right here. You can see at the bottom this is going to be a mountain fold, so we push everything up. So we have one mountain fold right there and another one right here. And once again we have that excess paper here, we're just going to pop it right above. Alright, now we're going to fold this up, so take that layer and just bring it all the way up. And we're going to do the same swivel fold, so you make that valley fold right here. I'm making the valley fold, and then you're going to make a mountain fold that just aligns with this edge right here. We want to tuck the paper at the back. Now once we've done that, we're going to tuck that back. So we just mountain fold on this line, mountain fold that pocket inside. There we are. And now we're going to valley fold that down, as I said, in the continuation of this line right here. So we want to make it continue on the same line. And unfold. And we're going to make an inside reverse fold, so open up here and press everything down. So now we can just press the layer down. Now we're going to open up that layer and bring the excess paper out. So bring the paper out, and we want to make a mountain fold along this line here. Right, so I'm going to try to zoom in a bit for you. Right there. Yeah, that's better. Now you can see a bit more detail. Alright, so once we've done that, we're going to fold this down, this entire layer here. We're just going to bring it down, then back up, and we're going to open it up and do a squash fold. So tuck your finger inside. And then squash fold. Now we want to pop that first layer inside, so just push it in and then close. And now we open up and push that second layer in, so open up again and make a mountain fold here to push that layer inside as well. So now we're just going to make a mountain fold along this line. So to hide this layer, so we just make that mountain fold right there, and then pull the flap there, and then just place it back where it was. Now we're going to make a valley fold to bring that first layer down. Then unfold and tuck it back along that same valley fold. And now we're going to fold that whole section here. We're just going to fold it over and unfold. And now we're going to open sync it. So open up the flap, and here we have all our references to do the mountain folds. So mountain here. So we're going to do the mountain folds all the way along this triangle. Once we have that, we can just press in the middle and close the entire layer. Then let's put all the flaps back into place. All right, now that we've done this, we're going to turn the paper over. And now we're going to pre-crease this edge down to that line right there. Now unfold. Same thing right down here. We want to re-crease this line because we've already done the fold, so they're already there, but we want to mark them one more time because we're about to collapse along these lines. Now unfold. And we're going to open up that entire section. So put your fingers underneath and open up. Alright, so here we have a big collapse coming. So what we want to do is, in the middle, we have our mountain fold that remains. But then here we want to kind of bring these two mountain folds on the sides here, these two that I'm holding, we want to bring them to the middle line. So that's the idea. Now here it's all right, but then we need to organize this right there. So in order to organize this, we're just going to push this point in. Then same thing with that point, we just push it in. Now we can just push that along right there. So I'll show you once again how it looks. Right there we have our mountain fold here that we push right into the inside. Alright, so now we have another tricky collapse to make. So once again, we just open that layer right here, and we want to transform that valley fold right here into a mountain fold. So the way we do that is, so we first push it out. And we put our hand underneath here, and with your hand you want to be pushing right here. So with my fingers here, I'm just pushing that out, and you want to make a mountain fold all the way to here. So you'll have that kind of T right there. You can see the T structure here. Once you have this, you want to have these mountain folds and just push them in like this. You just push them in right there. Now we need to sort out this section, because here that's the final shape. What we want to sort out here is we're just going to push that. There's a point here just at the bottom. You want to push that out. Alright, so just like this, you just push that whole section out, and then you're going to have a mountain fold that continues through here, right there, this mountain fold, and then that mountain fold is going to become a valley fold along this line, because we have a valley fold that comes across. The valley fold is right here. You can see it starts here and it rides all along there. So we go along that valley fold. First I'm going to squeeze that a bit to get the shape. Alright, so this valley fold is right there at the bottom. Now I have it. And we're going to have a mountain fold here. So it's already pre-creased, but you'll have to make it come out again. So basically you have this, goes a bit here, and then the mountain fold comes straight after that. So here we just tighten on the mountain fold. So this is probably the trickiest set of folds of the entire model. So if you get past that, I think you should be good. So now that we have this, you want to make sure that this layer kind of matches the shape of the one above it, or underneath it, sorry. And so here you have that mountain fold. You want to make another mountain fold that just wraps around it. and then you just push everything, you squeeze everything. You should have two valley folds that appear here, right there and there. And there you can just start squeezing everything together. So that's a very tricky collapsing sequence. I would recommend you watch a few times how I do it, really understand how it works on your paper. But then once you've done that, as I said, it should just be easy peasy for you from there. It should just be nothing too challenging after that. So here we have our collapse. I'm just going to flatten everything down. All right, now we're going to take care of the head. So for that, we're just going to squeeze this part and open up the top. Right there, we're going to bring that up. So this is an outside reverse fold. Right here, then flatten. Now once we've done this, we want to kind of bring the hidden paper from behind. So you see here, we just bring the hidden layers out to the front, and then we make them go on the creases we already have to flatten them accordingly. Now turn the paper over. We're going to get this hidden paper right here, and just push that back in. Yeah, so now let's turn the paper back over, and we're going to open up from the back here and push that white section back. So we're going to make an inside reverse fold, so push that inside and then close the layer. All right, now we're going to make a valley fold along this crease right here. So we do that valley fold, and then you'll see it doesn't lie flat. So we're just going to push over the top. We're going to push that section of paper here. We're just going to push it down to the right. So just push that down until you have all that white section that appears. Now you want that white section, you want to hang on to it and just flatten it where it naturally goes. All right, now we're going to make a valley fold along this diagonal line here, and then just flatten that whole section right there. Now we're going to make a valley fold here. You see it's already pre-creased right there, that one. And while we do it, we want to open up this white section. So we open that one up, we do the fold, and at the same time we want to open up the bottom here. Right there, we want to make, so look how I do it, we want to make it go on this right there. So we want to have a mountain fold somewhere here, and the mountain fold needs to go all the way to this, so where that crease meets the edge of the paper, that's where we want that mountain fold to go. Now flatten, and we're going to fold this layer just down. We're just going to bring it down. Now we're going to make, so that's another small collapse. So you make a valley fold here while bringing this down. So look at how I do it. You do these two folds at the same time. You just do them simultaneously. Then you also want to have that valley fold shaping at the same time. And then you just flatten that whole layer. Now you want to bring the hidden paper out, so you just bring that out, and then once you have this mountain fold starting to shape, you take that mountain fold and bring it back over here. Now we want to, so that layer we want just to sink it in. So look at how I do it. You just open up the flap and push it inside right here. Now once we've done this, we're going more on the top head section. So we're going to open up on this valley fold, we fold this layer up, and then that will naturally want to come here. We just push it where it wants to go and flatten. All right, now we're going to repeat all these steps on the other side of the paper. So turn over, and once again, we're going to do a valley fold here along that line right there. So I'm doing the valley fold, and then everything will want to come down, so we're just going to let it be. So bring everything down to the left here, and we have that white section that we're just going to flatten. Now we're going to valley fold along this crease here. We're going to valley fold it up. And now we're going to do the same, so it's a valley fold along this crease right here. So we open up that top white triangle, we open it up, and then we open up that lower white section as well. We fold that over, we flatten that at the top, and then at the bottom, as I said, you want to get to, so where was it again? Yes. So where that crease here, yeah, you can see it here, that crease there, where it goes to the edge of the paper, that's where you want your mountain fold to be. And flatten. All right, now we're going to pull a bit of paper out. So we take this paper and just pull it out. We just bring it down. Now we're going to make that same collapse. So for the collapse, you're going to make a valley fold here, here, and there. So you take that all down. So at the bottom here, you can just flatten that small triangle, and then you're just going to bring that down to the left. All right, now we're going to bring that hidden paper out and just pop it over the triangle here. Leave it there, and now we're just going to open up that section and push it inside. Now we're going to fold this up. So we do a valley fold here, and that will naturally come back up, which is exactly what we want. And there we have it. Now we can just turn the paper back over, and we're going to make a valley fold that goes, so there's no actual reference, but when you have this line here, that white edge here, you just continue along that white edge, and where it would, if it was continued, where it would meet that layer, so somewhere around here, you want to make a valley fold back, so valley fold the entire head back, and you just fold along the top black part. You don't want to go in the white part, just make the valley fold on the black section. Now unfold, and we've got our pre-crease here, and now so where that crease meets the separation here, we want to make a valley fold, but this time that goes up slightly. Just like this. So you basically want the head to be upright. And this time we fold along the whole length of the neck. Now unfold, and where this valley fold we've just made meets the edge of the paper here, I'll just lift the paw so you can see better. Where this intersection is, we want to make another fold all the way back. Now unfold, and we're going to shape the head and neck. So how do we do that? We want to kind of open up this, and we're going to make a valley fold along these creases here and two mountain folds. First one is here, second one is there. So let's do the mountain folds first. Just there, first mountain fold, and then the second one right here. Then once we have this, we're just going to bring that whole section to the back. All right, I'm just going to make sure that the layers are spread equally. There it is. Now let's turn the paper back where it was. So now we're going to tuck this edge so you can see here. We're just going to open up again and bring it a bit further back, because okay, so my fold wasn't lying on the exact creases. The problem was that wasn't straight. Now you can see this head is exactly straight, it's completely vertical, which wasn't the case before, so I fixed that. So now that we've done that, we're just going to make an open sink of this layer. So I'm first going to open up all of that, and we want to make mountain folds. So mountain fold here, there, and right there to make a triangle. So here I'm doing the first side of the triangle, then this side right there, and finally that last side here. Now we can just push everything back into place, and we've done our open sink. Now we're going to be able to open that layer entirely. So you open all the white here, you open that whole section up and then pull that apart. So once you've pulled it apart, we just fold that back where it was. So the idea of that fold is just to unlock the layers that were bundled together. Alright, now we're going to repeat the same steps on the other side to unlock the layers. So we just pull that out. It's here, you see, the layers are kind of locked together, so we want to prevent that and pull the layers apart from each other. Right there, and then we close that flap back down. Now let's turn the paper over. Alright, now we're going to fold this top edge down, and we're going to fold that up, valley fold, and then unfold. Now we're going to fold this tip down here. So we're going to, there's no actual reference, but you want to have it kind of 1/5. So I can measure here, I've got around 4 centimeters for the length of the square here. So I'm just going to go 0.8 in. I'm going to mark it with my pencil. Right there. And from this point on, we're just going to make a valley fold down. If you have good eyes, you can probably get 1/5 without the ruler. It doesn't have to be very accurate this time, just something quite small at the top. Now unfold, and we're going to make an open sink. So just open up through all layers, and here you see we have a small square. We're going to push that square inside. So here I'm doing mountain folds all along the square. Once I have these mountain folds, I can just push everything back into place. All right. Now once we have this, we want to fold this top right corner down right here, and we want to make it go all the way to the tip here. So where the open sink we've just made, where it meets the edge of the paper, that's where we want to make our fold down. So flatten and unfold. Then same thing here, where that open sink meets the edge of the paper here, that's where we want to, no, I'm going to fold it up this time. We want to fold that corner up and make sure it is aligned with that diagonal crease right there. And flatten. Now unfold. And now we're going to take this top edge and fold it down to the crease we've just made. Now unfold. Same thing with this edge, we're going to fold it down to the same crease. Unfold. And we're also going to do that for this crease right here. So fold both bottom left edges to that crease. Now unfold, and we're going to make a valley fold along this crease here. Can you see? Yeah, that one. And we're going to make a squash fold at the same time. So put your finger inside the layer and make it open. Alright, now once we've done this squash fold, we're going to petal fold this to the top. So just open up here, and here we're just going to do a petal fold there. So just close the layers together, and we're just going to make that entire layer completely white for now. Now close this layer, put it back down, and we're going to do the same squash fold at the top. So make a valley fold here, put your finger inside and open up the whole layer. Then we're going to do the petal fold once again. So here, fold that up, just like this. Then fold the tip triangle down and close the layer. Now we're going to fold this up. So bring that layer up, and we're going to make the eyes out of the small tips you can see here. So we're going to make some squash folds. So I'm going to zoom in a bit. So bring that up. So first squash fold here and there. I want to open that up. You open that layer up and push this down. And then same thing on the other side. So open that layer up right there and push the paper down. So here we have the color change for the eyes. We'll go into more detail later to really give the eyes their normal shape. And for now we'll just make the nozzle. So for the nozzle, you're going to make a valley fold in right here. And then fold it back out. And then we're going to valley fold this on top, right there, and same thing on the top side. So we valley fold this, we just bring it over on top of the nozzle. Now once we've done that, we want to open up the layers a bit to make it, so we want to have a bigger separation from the nozzle and the rest. So I'm just opening up the layer from underneath here and expanding its size a bit. All right. Now we're going to make a valley fold, fold that back up. And we're going to make so a valley fold here and there, and also there. So look at how I do it. You basically want to bring everything down, just like this. So you just fold everything down right here. Then repeat the same step on the other side. So we fold one valley fold there, here and here, and we valley fold all of this down. Now let's turn the paper over, and we're going to make a squash fold. So here, just put your finger inside, and you want to make sure you're exactly at the middle. So you see I have 2 layers on the right and 2 layers on the left. I'm at the middle, so you squash fold that down. Now we're going to make an open sink here, so we open that up, put our fingers inside, and here we want to make a square and push that square inside. So I'm going to mountain fold around that square. There we go, I have the square, I can just push it in. There we go. And that lets the ears appear. Alright, now that we've done this, we want to fold this part of the head back down. And there we have the base layers for the head. And we'll go into the precise shaping of the head a bit later. Alright, so now we've got this, we're just going to take the top part of the head here and open up a bit. And we're going to lift it here and then fold it back down, but you want to have it a bit higher than it was to make the upper jaw detail. Just like this. Now once we've done that, we want to wrap around the lower jaw to make it a bit narrower. So you just take this and just fold it up a bit. Alright, now we're going to get that whole, so we're just going to pinch here with your both of your hands underneath right there. Same thing on the other side. You hold like this, and then you're going to push the head upwards a bit. So the idea is to get something kind of like this, and that way we can make the ears a bit thinner. And to make the ears thinner, we're just going to open up this layer right here and push the paper in a bit. There we are. Now let's repeat the same step on the other side. So we open up here and just push the paper in. Now once we've done that, we're going to make an inside reverse fold here to push the top part of the head in. And there we are. Alright, now we're going to take this flap here and bring it up to the right a bit. So we're just going to bring it all the way up here, and then we're going to fold it down along this crease. So basically, you see where this line right here and this line there intersect, we want to, so where they intersect, that's where we want to get the layer down, kind of like this. Right, so once that is folded, I'm just going to go a little bit further. There we go, now I'm right on the intersection. Now we're going to, so here basically you want to go half the distance right here. So for me it's going to be around there, and you want to make a fold that goes up to that corner right here. So you bring that up just like this, and then we want to fold this right behind. So you just take that tip and bring it to the back. And then just fairly fold it to the front. Now we're going to fold the black part behind, so we're just going to tuck this, just bring it behind, hide it behind, and there we go. Now we're going to turn the model over and repeat the same steps right there on the other leg. So we fold that back up, then fold it down, and we want to make it match with the other leg to have it at the same spot. Now once again we're going to open up halfway down here, and then fold the tip behind. So I'll just bring the tip behind and then back to the front. And then we want to fold that in to make the paw a bit thinner. Alright, so now we're going to repeat the same steps on this right side leg. So we're just going to fold that all the way back up. Then we're going to valley fold it down and make it match on the other leg we made to make everything nice and symmetrical. Now once we've done that, we want to valley fold this up. So you take the first layer here and you want to go from the corner to, as I said before, that halfway point of this distance. We want to go halfway there and then fold this tip backwards. You just tuck it to the back and then valley fold it back forwards. Right here. Then we just want to hide that black layer, so tuck it behind. So just, yeah, bring it behind, and there we go. Now we've done the front legs, we're just going to crimp through all layers right here. So you can see we already have the references right there. So we want to make a mountain fold there, and then a valley fold right here. So just like this. Now I'm just going to repeat the same step on the other side. So just bring that behind right there. Alright, now we want to open up and just make sure all the layers are unlocked. So just open up and yeah, just put your finger inside and there we go. Now let's turn the paper over. And here you can see I have a small default, so I'm just going to fix it, press the white layer behind, and there we are. Now we're going to start doing the, I don't know, it's a kind of mane, I would say. You see it's going to be this part on the final model. So we want to push the paper in on the back side here. So basically we're going to do a valley fold there. So here you want to bring the paper out right there. And then same thing on the other side, bring the paper down. All right. Now we want to fold this down, so open up here and just bring it down, and at the same time we want to make some crimps, so some pleats rather. So first let's just fold that down nicely. Now once we're here, we want to make a pleat right there on this line. And then a second one on that line right there. So we make a second pleat here, shape a bit. And there we go. Now we're going to repeat the same step on the other side. So fold this down. And now we're going to make the same pleat, so first one on that line right there. So you make a mountain fold and then a valley fold right underneath, to complete the pleat. And then same thing along this line. Alright, now we're going to take care of this top part. So we're going to kind of put our fingers inside from the bottom and then kind of squash fold it. So here you can see I'm making it a bit flatter. Then you want to make a first kind of tip right here. And then a second one at the back right there. So now I'm just going to fold this layer a bit inside. And then the next one even a bit more inside right here. I'm just folding that inside a bit. And there we go. Let's repeat the same steps on the other side. So fold that inside a bit. And there we are. Now that should be it for the mane. We might shape it further later, but for now I'm already pretty happy with how it looks. So now we're going to take care of the back side right here. So first we're just going to valley fold this tip along that line. So there isn't any actual reference here, but you just basically fold it like this. Wait, yeah. So fold that to the front, and you want to make sure that this edge is parallel with that edge right here. Can you close the door, please? Can you still close the door from Annabelle's room?
I can close that one. Sorry.
So you, as I said, you want to make this parallel, these two lines parallel. Now once we've done that, we want to fold it back. Just like this. So basically you want to make a valley fold here that goes from the bottom corner right there, and that goes just all the way back. Then once we've done that, we want to fold this edge down and align it with that edge right here. So these two edges you can see right there, we want to align them together just like this. Now let's unfold all the way back to this position, so just pull the layer back. Now we're going to make an inside reverse fold. So we want 3 layers at the top. So here 1, 2, 3, and 2 layers at the bottom. So then we just do an inside reverse fold, and so 2 mountain folds here. And flatten. Now we're going to make another inside reverse fold to go back. So open up the paper here and bring it back out. And then finally a last inside reverse fold to fold the entire flap down. So open up here and just push it down. Now we're going to open up here from the back, and you want to bring some paper back a bit, just like this. And then once we've brought it back, we want to make a valley fold with the first layer. So you take the first black layer here and bring it up, and then open up, sorry, don't open up, just bring that around to the front. And once again we want to take the first layer and bring it up. Right there. So now that we've done this, we're going to make fold the down here. So valley fold this down. Then we want to make a valley fold back, but at the same time that we're going to fold that back, we're going to lift that whole section, just like this. So the idea is to make this side, this section of the paper white again, and then we're going to mountain fold, we're just going to open up here and mountain fold that inside. So open up a bit and then push it in and flatten. Alright, now we're going to basically make mountain folds to hide this white part behind. So you see that second one here, that's perfectly fine, but it's this lower white part that we want to hide. So just fold that behind. You can just mountain fold it easily. There we go. So now that we've mountain folded this back, we want to repeat the same steps on the other side. So first we want to fold this to the front here, and to have a reference and make everything symmetrical, you need to align your fold here with this line right there, that one. So you make sure the edges are aligned together. Now we're going to fold it back. And then down again. So you want to make sure this edge and that line are correctly aligned, so just fold this down. Now pull this back out and we're going to make some reverse fold. Again, you want to take 3 layers on the top and 2 layers at the bottom. That's how you want to balance it. So we do first inside reverse fold, so open up here and push the paper to the front. Then open back up and bring the paper back to the back side. And one last time, open it up and bring it back down. Alright, now we're going to do the pour again. So just open up here and inside reverse fold that backwards. Now once again we want to take the first layer out to make the layer white and to make the pour a bit wider, just like this, and then fold it to the front And same thing, we want to take the layer here, the black layer, we want to hide it and bring the first white layer to the front, right here. Alright, now that we've done this, we're going to turn the paper over and we're going to make a squash fold right there. So you want to valley fold here. So just valley fold all of this up, and then you want to kind of make a mountain fold in that direction. So here we want to flatten everything in this position. And while we do that, we want to fold this layer up. And same thing here, we want to fold this layer up as well. And then valley fold back down. So just make sure this sticks nicely out because we're going to use it to make some nice details. Then once you make sure these 2 points point out, we can just close the layer back down. Now we're going to valley fold the tail down like this. And here we're going to open up the paper and pinch it at the bottom, and then we're going to flatten it like this. So just not flatten it, just lower it. Then we're going to flatten. Now let's pull it back up, and we basically want to, I'll show on this side. So you have a mountain fold here. We want to make another one that comes from down there, so I'll just make that right now. Then we want to have it continue along here. Then let's repeat the same steps on the other side. So this isn't part of the diagram, it's something that I thought was cool to make with the tail to give a bit more flow to the whole model. But normally the shaping is much simpler for the tail. Now, once we've done that, we're going to open up the layer at the back. So just pull out the hidden paper on both sides. Just like this. And then we want to pull the tip up at the end. So here I'm going to open up from the bottom, and here you want to make sure the tip goes up right there. So that's basically my way of shaping the tail. Now also here at the back there, we want to pinch this to make a kind of spike come out. Just like this, as you can see. Then let's turn the paper over, repeat the same step. And there we have it. Oh, and actually I've just realized I forgot to repeat the step here to make the white layer appear on the other side. So let's do that just now. So we're going to open up here. So just first valley fold this down. Then we're going to valley fold it back into place, but we're going to lift this and align the bottom edge here with that crease that comes down right here. And then we just want to collapse this into place. And now we're just going to mountain fold this in. So just open up the layer and tuck that in. Alright, now we want to open up underneath here and make a mountain fold. And there we go. Now let's go into some more detail for the head. So for that you want to use some tweezers. You can also do it with your hand, it's just going to be a bit harder. So I'm using tweezers because I want to make some very neat eyes. So you're just going to go in here and open up the flap. I'm even going to use my fingers right here. Yeah. So we want to make a realistic eyelid. Yeah, I'm trying to lift the top layer as well, but it's pretty stuck. Yeah, there it is, it's coming out right here. So we've got the first eye, then let's turn the paper over, have the other one done. So yeah, you want to kind of open up that whole flap to make the black paper appear. That's the idea behind all of this. So yeah, just take the tweezers and try to make that black paper appear. Yeah. Now let's do that on the top side. Yeah, this side of the paper is a bit trickier. So here I have to say the problem is that my fingers are a bit big. That's probably the only part where we need to go very accurate and into small details like this. Yeah, that's coming out, starting to arrive. And there we go, we have the second eye. I just want to rotate it a bit because it looks a bit weird in that orientation. Make it a bit rounder maybe. There we go. Alright, now let's look after the nozzle a bit and the jaws. So let's shape the top jaw a bit better. And then let's bring the bottom one up as well. Now I'm just going to pinch the ears a bit to make them a slightly thinner. Same thing on the other side. Now we're going to mountain fold that corner back to make the head a bit more round. And let's repeat the same step on the other side. There we are. Alright, so now I'm quite happy with the tail. I'm just going to make the behind legs here, I'm just going to try and make them a bit thinner because they appear a bit too thick to my liking. So right there, I'm just valley folding this to the front. Now let's turn over and repeat the same step on the other side of the leg. Yep, that looks good enough. Now let's do the same thing on the other leg. So first valley fold the black layer to the front. And same thing on the other side, right there. So there we've got the legs a bit thinner. And now we want to shape the entire body because it looks a bit flat now. We want to give it a bit of round, a bit more realistic of a shape. So I'm just going to open up from the bottom here. So that this layer here, we're going to use it to give some volume. So put your finger up from the top and you want to make it, how would you say that? You want to make it take some more volume, take some more space. You want to make it grow a bit. So I'm just putting my finger in. Because I've got some tissue foil paper, the structure holds. So this will just hold the two sides apart from each other. If I do a nice mountain fold here, it should just hold. Yep. Now I'm just going to valley fold this corner behind because it looks a bit in the way. Same thing on the other side, just fold that back. And then also I'm going to valley fold this white layer a bit behind because I think it's a bit in the way. And also it allows us to have the head that is alone with the ears. Otherwise you think, you can actually notice that it's the same white layer that connects the neck and the ears, and that's not great. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. So just hide that white layer, mountain fold it behind a bit. There we go. And now that we've given a bit of shape to the body, we want to make sure the shape goes onto the neck. Yeah, right there. Now also something else is I'm going to take some universal glue. I've just brought that at a nearby shop and we're going to use that to close up the back because you can see we've got a few layers here. And I don't think it's very clean, so I'm just going to try to glue these layers together. So first I'm going to fold all the inner layers inside a bit, and then I'm just going to glue the far sides together. So right here I'm going to put a bit of glue. Same there. And then let's bring all of this. I'm just going to close that real quick. Then let's just bring the two sides together. Make sure to take it off if you've got some glue coming out because it won't look too good once it has dried up. So you want to try and make sure no glue comes out. Or if there is, that you wipe it away and it doesn't come on the outside of the paper. So I'm just going to try to squeeze it a bit. So I'm going to use this to squeeze the paper together and make sure the glue sticks. Now, meanwhile, I'll give a bit more shape to the mane here. Then I can see I've got a few layers here that I think they don't look too clean, so I'm just hiding them back. Same thing on the other side. Now I'm going to give a bit of shape to the back leg. So I'm just going to fold that in a bit. Right. I still want my small spike here to be visible. Gives a bit more of a dark look to the model, I think. Makes it look a bit more like a monster. Which is the essence of this model for the designer is to make a kind of legendary creature with the nice mane here. It's not supposed to be too realistic. It's supposed to be kind of magic wolf. Then I'm going to fold this tip in. Yeah, now I'm also going to shape the front leg, so I'm going to fold this top side in a bit. So just push it in a bit to add a bit of volume to it, add a bit of 3D. There we are. Then same thing on the other one. Now let's see if the glue has set by now. Not quite, so I'm just going to put that back. Now let's give a bit more shape to the neck. Alright, and now I'm just going to make sure that the jaw section is nice and clean. Put the top of the head back in, there we are. Same thing on the other side. I like really having some nice detail on the eye, because that's what gives the kind of attitude of the entire body. Now I'm just going to shape the belly part here, make it come in a bit. Same thing on the other side. And here I think the glue should have set. Yes, it has, indeed. And now let's give some more volume to the entire model. And here is the final origami wolf. So I have to say that is one of my personal favorites. I just love the way you have so many spikes and flaps coming out from the tail, the back, the legs here. I really like this model. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Now, if you've managed to fold that model, I'm sure you'll be able to fold that origami wyvern dragon, which is much less complicated than that. It's probably the same level, if not easier. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.